Tokyo Ghoul chapter 113. Now, I still haven't gotten over the hype of last week, and yet there's been a flurry of discussion going on about the last chapter, as far as Psycho's abilities and people calling bullshit and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not gonna get into any of that here because I realistically I just want to enjoy my fucking chapter. You know what I'm saying? But it is a problem. I was actually talking with Chibi about this the other day. It's absurd, some of the things that I'm hearing people say about the latest chapter. So all I have to say is I 100% disagree with the majority of sentiments that are being espoused. I'm really not going to get into it, though, because I want to read this chapter. I want to see what we get. I am really hoping for getting back into the scene at the lab, possibly getting some Kaneki versus Amon. That would be hype as fuck for me. So we'll see what happens. But nevertheless, I know other people are also going to question the fact that yet again we're streaming, right? It's just easier for me right now. It really just is. So if you do like the streams, as long as you guys can maintain a somewhat mature chat when I go and look at that shit after the fucking reaction, it'll keep me, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is. It'll keep my spirits up as far as wanting to do more streams. But so nevertheless, we're going to dive straight into it. I have no idea what the fuck is going on here on this first page. From the all sides, the clowns. Oh, shit. That's twisted. That Cognitive, Nico, man, and fuck everyone that said that man from V was Nico. Honestly, I'm just playing. I love you guys. They do look similar, but I knew damn well that couldn't be the case. And shout out to everyone that did call out the fact that was the same one that pursued Kaneki onto the train. But look at Matsui's face, dude. He looks beyond uneasy. I already knew his constitution was fucked up, but wait a second. I even noticed this panel. This is absurd. This is insane. Because I'm already looking at this Kagane and I'm like, what is this like bone like with the hearts on it too, which is so fucking Nico. This little heart blood splatter on the man too. But I did not notice this panel on the left. I was just assuming that Nico was actually a Bikaku. I assumed at first he was a Rinkaku, but no, this man is fucking riding his Kagane. So this thing, and he steps off of it right here. Yeah, it's not attached anywhere. This panel on the left, the man is fucking surfing on it in the skies. That's fucking that's actually, I mean, it doesn't have any agency. I don't see any voices or anything coming from it, but that's by far, as far as a detachable Kagane is concerned, because we've seen them in so many variations at this point. But the very fact that this thing is moving about on its own and slaying people left as right as the man rides atop it, bro. Nico, let's fucking go, dude. Nico is crazy. Nico is absolutely insane. That little cute laugh. If Matsuri has to go up against him, and I honestly, at the state that he's in at this point, because we just having absolutely no faith in the dude, I would say that Nico and rekt his shit right now. They're so strong. You see, like, even that, my dude, where's the confidence? And why do I have this feeling I know them? Wait, what? And he's saying it plural, like who in particular reference to Nico? Or is this him thinking and tracing back to Furuta currently as far as potential involvement? Because that's the thing, they've all slid throughout all organizations. Yeah, even Furuta's like, end quickly, please. A couple of individuals out here in the field are beginning to become wary about your scheme, my boy. Fucking Furuta, man. That discerning gaze. Don't cut away from this shit though. I want to see Nico destroy Matsuri. That would have been pleasant, I'm not gonna lie. Chapter 113 titled I Am. So it's clearly a string title. Yeah, definitely doesn't bread. So this is starting a new string. I'm wondering when they're gonna follow up then. When Ishida's gonna follow up. And it really depends on what the fuck we get in this chapter too. Dude, my boy Ito. He looks exhausted. They all look done. Just the mere numbers. And they're realizing on this front too. Yo, he's shook by the very fact that he just slayed some humans. There's no way. There's no bro. That's the thing too. With how vibrant Ito's personality always is, to see him this taken aback. I mean, it is some heavy shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. When everything that you believed in is being thrown into question, and unbeknownst to you, you committed an act you never would have otherwise. God damn, dude. It's been a while since you've seen Kuri. We, my boy, Morgan. Let's fucking go. Still looking gaunt as fuck. I'm telling you, that time in the hospital took a little bit of a toll on him. How are they going to deal with this? Are these people? So everybody realizes on all sides now. That's going to shift the operation, though. If the truth about this spreads, it will greatly damage the morale of the investigators of tomorrow. This is really going to make it hard to fight. This is just Ghoul disposal, right? Our opening gambit on the CCG. It was destroyed. And it was because of your acquiescence to the man's plan too, Cody, which I despite what I said, going back a few chapters and everything like that, despite what I said, Cody's no fool. And the man is already going to start tracing this directly back. I agree 100% with Mogan too. But if you cover it up, the backlash from that, if it then is flipped on you and revealed, which I could see that easily being something that Piero or Furuta himself and V would take advantage of late game. Definitely disrupt the order that V is trying to maintain. So I could really only see Piero doing it or Furuta in some sort of ploy in order to continue to bolster his position, but it is really fucked up, and let's fucking go, dude. Never mind. You know what? It's all well and good. We don't need to go back to the lab this chapter. I don't need to see the Amon status right now. Let's spend the rest of the chapter on this greatness right here, dude, because I did not get enough the last time. Yes, my boy donning the visage of Shinohara was fucked up, but he was toying with Juzo in that moment, dude. I want to see them both start going in to the point where the man has to don the Arata Joker, and then Uta's pushed to the point where I get to see all of his true capabilities laid bare. That's what I want to see right now. That's what I fucking want to see. Whew. Juzo, my son. See, this is the thing. And I'll say it again for anybody that's new or just doesn't remember the things that I say. These are two of my favorite characters, two of my top 5 characters in Tokyo Ghoul. Straight up. Clashing with one another right now. And Uta's still toying with him. It kind of reminds me of the Hirako scene during the auction. Just the way he's dodging these fucking swings left and right. Hasn't even really raised a hand to the man yet. I love that shot here. That's brilliant. Just the fluidity of that artwork right here on top left. My boy Juzo, man. I've all of a sudden become unable to hit him at all. I guess he was just letting me hit him earlier. Look, I love what they're doing right now with Uta. I absolutely adore that shit. him continually shifting the mask and playing games. I bet you he does some shit again to try to destabilize him. Like, look at that. Those fucking teeth on the over. The man can change it in a split second. And that quick hit, disarming the man from Jason. The fuck is this? Damn, dude. Utilizing that artificial status. That's dope. That's fucking savage. I'm not gonna lie. And I can't even with this shit anymore. I can't even do this shit anymore. This man brought out 3 tendrils from his face to try and counter right there. Uta is beyond twisted. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. That's disturbing. Kind of insect style crawling backwards on it. Yeah, this the more I see it, and yo, the end of it almost looks like hand-like structures too, just crawling off to the side. I can't wait to see the top tier versions of Uta's Kagane right now, because seeing the different representations of it, and it's crazy to me because it's been ages that I've waited to see this, and we're just now getting the confirmation that it's Rinkaku, and then on top of that, to see it change, to see the way he's able to utilize it too via different extensions is brilliant. He's an absolute feed lord, dude. I love him so much. I'll go. Yo. Fuck. Mutsuki. Don't even try. Don't be too hasty right now. Don't be too hasty. I feel like Uta's baiting Mutsuki heavy right now. Make sure not to not chase him too far. Okay. I guess I'm pretty similar to Mr. Shinohara. Oh, dude, my heart. That's real as fuck, dude. That's amazing. The position has changed, dude. The pupil has now become the master in his own right. The difference here, though, Juzo, is that if it were you in Mitsuki's position, Shinohara would have noticed the change. Not to say that I'm sure he has, but there's no real reason for him to press that issue. And now we're cutting back to this. Yo, there's a 4th fucking retank that we're seeing from this angle. I'm actually, as a matter of fact, there's probably a 5th one over there. Which, yo, wait. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to do this discussion. I really can't. Just a quick side note. I'm gonna try and organize a discussion with Chibi at some point soon. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but we're both really down to do it. And there's a lot that we want to get into. So look out for any update on that. Bro, I'm not even mad. I got at least a little glimpse into more of Uta right now. So it's fine. This is in fact what I really wanted to see too. So I can't even hate. I can't even be mad. This world is wrong. That juxtaposition, dude. Those parallels. That's heavy. That's fucking heavy. It's been a while since I've seen Sense of Heat too. Just to see that quick panel of it is brilliant. I guess you're just a ghoul, huh? Of all the investigators I fought before I became Heisei, he's the only one who actually acknowledged me. Not as a ghoul, but as a person. And the position has changed 100%. Flipped on its head. That shot is fucking disturbing. I love when we get the multiple eyes like that, but it's to see Amon in this state It definitely is painful. It definitely is painful. And now I am going to rob him of a chat. Yo. Hold on, Kaneki. I thought this was, it's just as heavy symbolically, but I thought this was him faltering a slight bit in not wanting to. And at the end of the day, you know he doesn't want to, but he has to. Dude, I'm so happy that the King's resolve is this strong at this stage. I'm really happy that the King's resolve is this strong at this stage. I know. And now I am going to rob him of a chance to converse. What is this facility? Why is the CCG keeping this man hostage? Experimental subject? Guinea pig? Now's not the time to be questioning any of that, dude. Can run through those scenarios later. But he is a ghoul investigator. True, through and through. That quickness, dude. Look at Ayato. He barely saw him move. And that claw, dude. Is that him manipulating his Rinkaku? No, yo. It looks so much more refined too. It looks so much more refined. If you guys remember, during the clash with Arima, which I seldom like to tread back to because it hurts me every time. But during the clash with Arima, he was expanding upon the right arm that he has, and the claw-like structure was growing in size, and then we saw these almost Gokaku-like tendril structures bolstering around it, almost like some sort of dragon wing. Which the very fact that he can invert that and form this large ass claw from it. See, this is the thing now. We're beginning to start to push. And it's nothing that hasn't already been outlined early on by Ishida, you know what I'm saying? But now that we're at this stage, we're beginning to see true potential for a lot of the characters rise to the surface and the heights of certain forms of cognitive manipulation go through. This is only the beginning of what I imagine for him. The only problem is even still when full Kakuja takes hold and what form that's going to take at that stage. That's something I'm still the most curious in. But for him to be able to play off this, that's the thing too. It has to be more pronounced. It looks like the man is absorbing it here. Because that's the thing too. And the man is already, Amon is already succumbing to the Kakuja tendencies as we speak. But he did use his arm, in fact. And this is the left arm, though. I was about to say, he did use his arm, in fact, to form a blade too on Rue. It's no use. I can't get through. Bro. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. He absorbed and redirected the blow, shattered the fucking claw, and pushed him back, weaving it around into these tendrils. Yo. That flip is amazing. Did he almost just... No, okay. Man, on the side. This is just the progression of all of it. That's fucking sick. I do like that sequence. For a second, I thought over here was Seiya. That's dope. Kaneki. The thing that has me the most shook though is Amon's state at this point and his form. Because from all of this, from an Ukaku base, not even utilizing the arm and still being able to form these, yo, his when he actually goes 100%. And I think he was quite close to it on Rue. I think he's gonna definitely get here now. It's just crazy. We saw him form those giant arms out of the Ukaku base too. And then it seems as though they've overlaid on top of, because that's what he's utilizing, right? Let me look at this again. See, from this angle, it looks like his actual arm, but it's definitely overlaid on top. Interesting. That's fucking crazy. That's dope. All right, I'm done. I'll look at this more later. There's no need to fight him. Look, we have the suppressor drug. That's what we came here for, right? We're not here to butt heads. Dude, Ayato actually speaking reason to the men. Never known you to be one to back down from the challenge, though, my dude. Twisted. So twisted. Not 100% mirroring that Kaneki panel, but damn, close. Looks like, yo. It looks like the mask's gonna fully kind of consume his entire facial structure. Yo, I want to see this complete. Don't actually run from the man right now. I want to see you push him to the point where it completes itself, because then I'll be able to see the full extent of his capabilities. Even if he lacks reason right now, it's still gonna be savage as fuck. But I can't just ignore him. I feel it's actually one of the more interesting positions Kaneki's been placed in a minute, honestly, since the Arima fight. But then again, this arc really hasn't been going too long. You half-assed idiot. There are still things you have left to do. Things that only you can do. Tsukiyama and those investigators, those guys from Koklia, and even Naki and his men, they're all giving it their all. Hold the fuck. Never would I have thought that it would be Ayato giving the man this speech right now. And back in the base, Banjo. And I hate to admit it, but even I've ended up having to rely on you. Yo, this is some actually real Ayato development right here. This is some real Ayato development. I mean, I thought we got some already in the interaction with Toga, but nah, bro. This shit is dope. If you had told me before I read this chapter that I was going to hear these words to Kaneki from Ayato, I'd have laughed. There are countless ghouls out there that have no choice but to rely on you. And all of them, for your sake, they're all holding on because they have you to rely on. That's fucking real, dude. That Koma and Renji shot. Is that supposed to be Toka chilling amongst the monitors? Yeah. Even my sister is waiting for you. Ayato, my boy. Come a long way from being half killed, I'll tell you that right now. I wouldn't have dreamed this man would be the one to give this speech right here. That's some dope development. Even he praises the king, dude. And you're ready to throw it all away for your emotions. If that's true, then you really are a half-assed bastard. As much as I appreciate the reverence and the respect and the genuine drive from Kaneki's perspective as far as how he relates to Amon and what he wants to do now, and not turning his back on him and potentially trying to wake him the fuck up. Ayato has a point here, dude. Ayato has a point, and it's the same point that Irimi made to the man before he had to leave them and then leave the situation in 22nd Ward in Tsukiyama's charge. If he doesn't listen to the man here, letting go is another one of your duties. I have to agree with Ayato on this, Kaneki. I'm sorry. I feel you. I understand wholeheartedly where you're coming from, but Ayato is 100% accurate with this speech right here. And yeah, other things might be important, but you've got to choose. Bro. I think legit this is the happiest I've been with Ayato's character in a while. Like, not since his overwhelming drive early read to save Hinami have I been this pleased with Ayato. It's fucking incredible. Sato. Oh, you know what? You know what? This is actually dope. That doesn't fall to us. The responsibility of choosing. As much as I wanted to see this of one-on-one bout with Kaneki and Amon at this stage, Ayato's right. And if we're gonna get it remedied, because I can still see Amon forced to go further if Sato and Kuro are gonna go against the men, which is crazy because for one, it's technically a rematch from what happened on Ru as far as Sato is concerned. Two, both of these characters have a deep history with Amon. I don't know about the 2v1. I would have at least wanted to see Sato attempt it on his own, but at this stage, it might actually be necessary to have Kuro out there if he's not trying to go Kakuja. It must be an honor to fight with the investigator you respect so much. In the academy, I learned that an investigator should lay down his life for his superior. What are we gonna do if the boss of the organization dies too early on? True facts. We'll knock some sense into Amon and take him home with us. Oh my boy, let's go. I actually didn't anticipate him saying that either. I promise. All right, king of the sheep. So don't worry. Yo, and he still has to say it while throwing some jabs in at the men. Too real. You just go home and give that stinky ass liquid to Mado. Exactly, taking it. He has to realize, and I understand. I really do understand because the second time this has happened in a very short amount of time. And I think he's learned at this point, and he's internalized and taken those words to heart. But he has to realize that in his new position, he can't be as selfish and reckless as he once was, and that sometimes it's gonna call for him to retreat and sacrifice the lives of those of his subordinates, even though he views a good bit of them with the utmost affection and care as family to an extent. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made, my dude. Amon. That panel takes me back to that first clash. Man still wielding Dojima. Heavy. 2, 3, 4, 5. There is in fact a fifth read container on the side over there. I wonder if it spins around, because if it doesn't, then that's huge for me. If it does, then that's a problem. Now then, Amon, yes, it's finally fully forming. Yeah, definitely very bearing some similarities to Kuzen's. The left 3 stripe. Definitely bearing some. I mean, I'm not surprised by that. The fact that the man has his kako, but still. Now then, Amon, all of us half-done rejects should get along, shouldn't we? Oh, this is about to be hype. Dude, that new battle attire for Kuro too is fucking sexy. I'm not gonna lie. I just have to like put the fact that she has this abomination on her abdomen, and I'd actually be into it. But god damn, it's hard not to think about that. Oh fuck no! Look, we're just leading. Yo, I swear to God. That's the thing, though. Mutsuki can't go out by the man's hands right here, though. You're being baited, my girl. Holy shit. Oh, wait, is that her silhouette stabbing him repeatedly? Oh my fucking god. Uta's allowing this, too. That's the thing. There's no way. I mean, there is a way. Mutsuki has come far, but I think this has to be the same as before. with Uta just toying with Mutsuki right now. That maniacal, twisted laughter, though, cackling. God damn. Mutsuki drowns in his own power, and to him, Uta's face appears as his former. You know what? Here's the thing. We'll be able to get a lot out of Mutsuki's response to this right now. Fucking Uta, dude. I can't even this. He's so fucking warped. It's amazing. It's transcended my expectations of him, dude. It really has in this short amount of time. Playing the Nato style games with people right now. It's brilliant. To don the visage of Aise. And it's so fucked up because Suki said, like, look at that heart-shaped eye. Yo, tell me, are there any other hearts in this chapter aside from the Nico panel? Because I'm about to go back through and look at it. I guarantee you, Ishida was trying to do some sort of little Valentine's Day homage right there. Because you got the Nico Kagane, you got the little heart-shaped blood splatter, you got the heart in her eyes as Mitsuki is going fucking batshit with the stabbing. Absolutely getting off on that. It's so twisted, man. I really need Psycho to share this with at least what she's noticed with Ure, because then it might be able to force some sort of inside discussion and progress there before Mitsuki goes to the point where she's beyond redemption. I think a lot hinges on how on the response to this. If there's hesitation, that actually might be a good thing, but I don't want Uta taking her out like that. Look at the stab wounds, dude. Uta's resilience is maddening. Truly. Either way, I don't think any of them are going out here. I think the man's gonna toy with Mitsuki a little bit before slipping away. Is that it? Yeah, that's definitely it. Next issue, CCG backed into a corner. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back through this chapter, look at the chat real quick. There's just some things I wanna look for real quick. I still can't get over the fact that I went from thinking that this was some sort of like heart-shaped bone, like almost like I thought it was a bikaku, like extending from the man's spine or something, but no. This man detached the shit and is riding atop it like a lord. Nico. Oh my god. At least on series not that dumb to be at least picking up on some shit right now. Even though you got completely outmaneuvered. It hurts me to see it like this because knowing the man's personality, he's definitely heavily shook by it. But I'm most interested in Kuri's move to remedy this situation right now. Uta. Fucking Uta. And then I love what they did here, dude, in terms of continuing the strong parallels between these two characters of Kaneki and Amon. Symbolically, what it means, the progression throughout the entirety of the series, and then that having that be reversed in its entirety and the roles switched. That I think that's probably, aside from Ayato's speech, that one little line from Kaneki. And now I am going to rob him of a chance to converse. Too fucking real. This I want to look at for quite some time though, because as far as Amon's progression, it's insane. Kaneki is nothing more than an extension of what we're seeing here from what he had already used prior to last arc, but Amon's Kakuja is devastating. But Ayato's speech definitely powerful. I'm quite content with this development. I definitely am. And it does make a great deal of sense and does carry a good deal of weight with it to have both Sato and Kuro stand against him. If the V-members are actually moving towards there, though, that's something I'll think about later. That's not because I still have to reconcile that with my original theories. Let's check out the chat for a little bit. Suppose we can take all these stabbings so casually, like dude's head could probably be on top of it. He would be fine. Dude, he's got crazy regenerative prowess. Who is top tier? I mean, and the thing is, we know he's Rinkaku now, so that just goes in line with it. The fuck are you talking? No, get the fuck out of here. Just for that, I can't abide by that. I can't abide by that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Caster. You got to go away for that. In no universe should fraudulent even be mentioned in the same sentence as Uta. What this thing is, I can't tell if he's just fucking around or if he actually has a plan. In my Uta's a mastermind. I love him so much, man. I absolutely adore him. See the thing is, the Donato shit I loved even more, but god damn. Let me see, man. You might as well not be a modest. It seems you have no idea what you're actually has to do. What is happening in this chat? And here I fucking thought you guys could be a little bit more mature. I really did. It was going so well the last couple of weeks, and it seems like you guys are backsliding heavily. Even Zara said it. Last 2 weeks it was good. Now what? Now as I scroll through, there's just like no points. There's no talking points. There's nothing anybody's saying that I actually want to engage with. Suki's fucking up. She doesn't know who she's messing with. Suki's overzealous right now, entranced by those murderous impulses. I have no idea what happened in this fucking chat, but I can't really see the progression of it since I timed out Caster. I'm sorry, I fucked up there. But you deserved it, my dude. You can't be comparing Fraudulent and Uta. Sorry. The fuck is all this nonsense? Some of you guys need to understand that the way you engage in the chat is just not acceptable. It's really just not. And you're welcome to say anything and everything that you want to, as long as you have some sense of respect for the other people in the chat and it's not wildly outlandish or inappropriate. How he is still living in his own bubble. He doesn't see the bigger picture. I mean, I think that he's broadening his scope. I think that's the thing. He does. There's still revelations to hit the man. That's the thing. There's still so much he doesn't quite know yet. But I think his resolve at this stage, especially having heeded the same warning twice, he's already grown from that. And he's already come to a stage after everything that had happened with Arima and learning a portion of the truth to where I think his scope is quite wide. It's just a matter of him being able to suppress the emotional component and his own personal desires to move towards the end game and combat the bigger picture. Nah, man, Ayato is real. Ayato is real. Thanks for stopping through, G-Man. There's just nothing worth reading in this chat, man. In fact, I think it still needs to hear support of speeches service. What you want to call it makes his resolve is not strong. I beg to differ. I think I beg to differ. I definitely don't think that that's what it speaks to. I think that he's still caught up and doesn't realize and doesn't fully understand the scope of his position. But the very fact that he was willing to acquiesce to and listen to both of those speeches twice, he's kind of suppressing his own desires in favor of maintaining the position that he's in. Because Kaneki's the type of person that doesn't want anyone to be discarded or harmed. And he as a leader now, he's going to have to, contend with that and allow it to happen in order for him to actually achieve anything. Been saying for a year you would do a discussion on something. No discussions. That's just because I don't have time to. Plus, I discuss enough things during these fucking streams. Either way, that has nothing to do with what I said in this chapter, which I'm not. First of all, I don't owe anything to anyone, and we need to get rid of this notion of entitlement and expectation. And it's though, and this isn't in response to this comment. It's just in general. That's not how it fucking works, dude. I make content. If you guys like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's how it is. That's why I stopped promising things in general, because I know myself that with everything that I have to fucking do and the amount of stuff that I do already for the channel, which is, like 40% of what I need to do overall in life, if not less than that. It's probably a smaller percentage than that. I really don't have the time to actually do everything that I want to do. So I'm done promising things. Like, when you see it, it's there. That's pretty much it. This chat was abysmal. I'm sorry. This chat is terrible. I feel like I just wasted time reading it. I definitely just wasted time reading it. Let me go back to where I was before. Scroll down, and then I'm gonna call this a stream. Fritz is gonna have a broken ass cognate with that imagination stuff. Oh yeah, for sure. I agree 100%. One. Fritz is, that's the thing. Fritz is, God damn, I can't even with that, man. He's too real. I can't even. Mitro, I 100% agree with where you're coming from right now. I can't deal with any of this nonsense. Make this chat more focused. I don't know how though. I can't control this chat, dude. That's exactly why. I mean, I could, and here's the thing: I could make these streams feature, right? But I think that's not cool, because I would love for you guys. I like to hear your thoughts after I'm done reading the chapter. But maybe I try that. Maybe I'm going to try that one of these weeks. Maybe next week we'll disable the chat. And if you want to say something, comment on the video when it's done. Because unless you guys can, as a whole, stop fucking around and be a little bit more serious and focused as far as what we're here for. Like, this is Tokyo Ghoul. If you don't have anything to say about Tokyo Ghoul, I mean, it's fine to joke around and say some other random shit, but there's a time and place. There's a certain extent to where it's acceptable, and then once you pass that threshold, that's where it becomes absurd. So I can't with that. Why do I think Uta ran? I think Uta was baiting. Uta was baiting Mutsuki. Plus, Uta had no real intention of doing nothing more than destabilizing the situation by time. I don't really think his goal there was to take out S3 squad in any sense. Ghoul and Kai still can't make important decisions. Weird. You guys are I think doing too much of a looking at Kaneki's character through too narrow of a lens right now. It kind of looks like actual biblical depiction of a fallen angel. I don't know. It's an interesting point. Let me look at it again. Like, on some degree, I do agree with to some degree, I do agree with that. Especially with the way the Ukaku is forming. It just heavily reminds me, like, it has so many elements of Kuzen's. So many elements of Kuzen's. The thing between me and the rest of the chat, I need to bother. No, Tribo. That's a ridiculous statement. I'm done. I'm gonna focus on people that are actually talking about this right now. See, right after you tried to get away to contact Kaneki. I seriously doubt that. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I just doubt it. When is the collab with Chi? I have no idea. I shouldn't have even said anything here, but my whole point with saying that there It's just because I thought of something that had to do with one of my theories that I actually spoke to Chibi about the other day. And we were saying that we both really want to do a discussion at some point in the near future. I have no idea when it's going to happen. It could be fucking tomorrow. Could be like a week from now. Could be longer. I have no idea. It's really just when we both have time to sit down and do it, which there's actually going to be an update video coming for people that, watch my content regularly and watch all of my content. There's going to be an update video coming probably Monday or Tuesday when I get some time in order to let you guys know what's going to be happening next week, because I'm actually going to be moving, which is only going to really affect content on one day, which I believe is going to just be Friday of this upcoming week. And I'll probably just make up a lot of stuff that I missed that day. But nevertheless, once I move, I'm going to overarchingly, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'm going to have a lot more time to do more stuff. So, but I'll talk more about that later. Maintain the respect of GOAT members if he keeps hesitating. Of course, because there's a reason they follow him up to that they already follow him to this stage. It's a matter of him both having more faith in them, stifling his desire to protect everyone and everything, and realizing that sacrifices need to be made in the position that he's in. I know it's hard for him because that's inherent to his character on some degree, just as much as base level subconscious sadistic tendencies exist in the man. So I can't fault him for that. Ayato's birthday the same day as American Independence Day. I did not even know when Ayato's birthday was. I'm not gonna lie. Scott coming in here with the realist comment. Kaneki just wanted a date with Riza, and now we are here. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Mitro. I'm gonna say this right now, just because now is the time to address it, and then I'm gonna start wrapping up the stream because we're going too long as it is. But if you are currently a mod, and I need to have like legitimate conversations with every single person that's currently a mod, because Mitro is realistically on a regular basis, I would say Erza as well, the only people that really actually mod anything. Okay, and it's not fair to them. And it's bullshit that you guys you guys know, if you are a mod, you know what annoys me, what's acceptable in chat and what's not. And he has a point. When mods are engaging in the same kind of nonsense that is being proliferated, it doesn't help anything. It doesn't help shit. So I might have to strip some people of their mod status and get some new mods going, because it's really not. It doesn't seem to be working anymore. And I don't want to use the Tokyo Ghoul chat as the example for it, because Tokyo Ghoul chat has always been garbage from the jump, so I don't expect too much from it. But in general, it's becoming an issue across the board in multiple streams. And some people might be losing some immunity soon. That's all I'm saying. How does Uta know about Heisei and Mutsuki? Uta knows everything. You don't understand. First of all, you forget that there's two levels to this. First of all, think about the amount of times that Uta actually interacted with them at some level. Think about the entirety of the mask operation that Heisei planned initially, where he had the Qs dress up as and pretend to masquerade as ghouls. And they all went to Uta for that. Nevertheless, connections with Ittori, Donato has a vast information network. It's fucking Uta, dude. Uta has his fingers in quite a bit in this series. So I'm not, why wouldn't he know about that? I mean, the biggest thing is when they went to get the masks, and he was very keen on Mutsuki back then. Look like Ryuk from Death Note. Yeah, I know exactly what panel you're talking about. It was very similar to Ryuk, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely. I didn't even think about that. Coming inside. I'm actually not excited for the live action movie of this. I'm really not. Exactly, Dark. The man can become anyone at any point, dude, and slip into anywhere. That's the thing about Pierre. Both Uta, Donato, and Ittori And the way they've gathered information at this point and how vast and how far it extends is obscene. Vice versa deliberately destroying the CGG. That's too long of a question for me to answer right now, because we'd have to have like a much larger discussion. I think Ishida is. Wait, I lost the comment. Where the fuck did it go? I think Ishida is still baiting us with Kaneki and other fights. He knows he wanted to see Kaneki fight. He knows he wanted us to see Uta fight, and he dropped both. As far as the Kaneki thing, definitely makes sense. As far as Uta, I could have used more of the clash with Juzo, but it is what it is. It's ultimately it's his decision. In the course that he takes narrative, Kaneki's gonna leave before those V guys show up at the lab if he's gone crazy. That's exactly what I was thinking when I ended the chapter 2 mythical. That's exactly what I was thinking, but I feel like I don't want to read into that too much because time-wise and their movements could be split. I'm not entirely sure. Hard to make those decisions. I think he'll mean them. Definitely also pacing possible encounter. The previous chapter would have been pointless. No, I did not get the TG void light novel yet. I do need to, though. Exactly, Captain. Met all of them. I think both you and me are being kind of ridiculous about this. Every chat wild turns nonsense when there's a lack of things to probably talk about. Thanks for finally answering, but who I just on stream. I mean, look, that's what I'm saying, especially with the Tokyo Ghoul chat. I don't expect too much from it. Like, even though this, I like it when it's more focused and people actually have legitimate things to say, but I don't expect that every time. I'm not triggered by this because it's Tokyo Ghoul. It's just a broader issue. Sweet is why I know Mitro is upset about it. Why I'm starting to get more and more annoyed about it by the stream. So if people can't respect that, and it's realistically, it just boils down to being disrespectful, because I give people a lot of leeway to do whatever the fuck they want in the chat. That's what it's there for. That's what makes it fun. And that's why I allow so much nonsense to go on. But sometimes if I'm just like, look, like, especially I made the rule on screen, be respectful, don't do too much nonsense to the chat. If it's not, then you can go a little bit crazier with it. People don't even adhere to that. So it's just a little bit disrespectful, especially when you're coming into a stream to say shit and just incite shit, and you have nothing, absolutely not one thing to say about the topic of the stream. That's disrespectful. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. The chapter was awesome in so many different ways. I need to go back and look more at Amon's Kakajo and think through some things. But nevertheless, I will update you guys as far as upcoming TG plans. I don't want to make any promises, like I said, because I have no idea when I'm going to get to anything. Like, I still haven't had time to sit down and record my top character video. I already drafted it. I already know who my picks are and everything. I just need to record it. I know it's going to be a long video that I got to block time out for, because I have to say my piece on every character and why I put them there. But otherwise, I'll let you guys know. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed the reaction. And Demi-chan stream is going to be in about, I want to say 10, 15 minutes. So with that, I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.